Alright, so before I start this video, man, I want to say my prayers go out to Damar Hamlin after he suffered cardiac arrest during the Monday night game. And that, I'm keeping my prayers out to him and just scary situation that happened, bro. Especially seeing that live on television, bro. So prayers go out to him, man. So Damar Hamlin made a GoFundMe for the Chasing M's Foundation Community Toy Drive to actually have toys for daycares and stuff for his hometown. If y'all like to donate, I'll leave the link in the comment section, pinned in the description, so I can donate for him, man. Just prayers go out to him, man, and let's start the video, bro. What's up? What's happening with y'all guys, man? It's Nas Lee 27 in the building, bro, and we finally back here with another video. And I want to talk about these three teams because, let's be honest, these three teams, they were just dead in the water, bro. Had no shot, even have a chance to make the playoffs, and now here they are. In one more week of the season, bro, just have a chance of making the playoffs, which is crazy to see. And this is why I love the NFL so much. Now, when it comes to the Pittsburgh Steelers, man, I don't know how they do it every year, but they somehow find a way to be in the playoff contention by week 18 or last week of the season. I don't know how they do it, but they do it every time. First off, I like to give credit to Mike Tomlin, the head coach, because ever since he's been the head coach for the Pittsburgh Steelers, he's never had a losing record for this team at all. Ever since he's been the head coach. He's again proven why he's one of the best coaches of all time, honestly. And it's honestly an amazing stat, given the fact that he has never had a losing record in his career. And this might be his first time if they were to lose this weekend. Yes, it's still a true fact that Mike Tomlin's teams, they either play up to the competition or then they play low to the competition. I don't know why they do it, but that's how they be doing. But Mike Tomlin, though, still one of the best coaches of all time. Still one of the best coaches in the league, and good credit where it's due. His team is still in playoff contention because he keeps the culture together, man. Give credit to him. So when it comes to rookie QB Kenny Pickett, his numbers don't look that good because he has a negative touchdown to interception ratio. But if you actually watch some of the games that he actually started and stuff like that, there's interceptions where most of them wasn't even his fault. There's plays where he played some good ball placement, made some good throws and stuff like that, and it's just his wide receivers sometimes let him down, and his offensive line isn't that good either. So, and he has no running game too, for that matter. So he kind of in the bottom at this point this year, but he made what his work though for him. And that's pretty good for rookie QB, honestly. Oh yeah, one more thing before I forget. The OC, Matt Canada, he needs to go. He needs to get fired because his play calling is not that good either, which is not helping Kenny Pickett or this offense at all. They're too predictable, but that's what I got on this offense so far. The Steelers getting TJ Watt back during the middle of the season was a godsend for them because those stretch games where the defenses look bad, all without TJ Watt, they just look like an actual below average defense at best. That's how bad that defense looked. I know they're going against good teams running that stretch too, but you could tell though without TJ Watt, our defense really ain't it without him, bro. You can honestly tell it by how that team looked without him. I want to say it was a crazy stat where they have a really bad record without TJ Watt versus them having a winning record with them and stuff like that. And that's how important he is to the defense. And shoot, that's crazy, but it also shows how valuable of a player TJ Watt is and how good he is as a player, bro. He wasn't defensive player of the year for nothing, honestly. He wasn't. Now, for the Pittsburgh Steelers to actually make the playoffs and clinch that 7th seed, they obviously have to win against the Cleveland Browns next week. Then Buffalo has to beat the New England Patriots, and then Miami has to lose against the New York Jets, which, I ain't gonna lie, I don't think this is gonna be the year they actually make the playoffs. Honestly, the way they made it last year was more impossible than this year, but I've seen stranger things happen in the NFL, bro. I really have, but it's really I don't know. I don't think the Steelers will make the playoffs, but they really had a good run, and I honestly see the Steelers actually have a positive record by the end of the season, bro. Somehow, but yeah. Great job on the Pittsburgh Steelers for finishing the season strong after looking like one of the worst teams in the NFL, but this ain't the year where they're going to make the playoffs, though, honestly. Okay, now, when it comes to the Packers, 2 months ago, I actually made a video about Aaron Rodgers and how he was holding the Packers back and they should move on from him by the end of the season. And I honestly still stand by that. They should move on from him by the end of the season. But after I made the video though, It will be against the Cowboys all teams, which I'm sorry, Cowboy fans, but I did come to jinx y'all, and they just went off and won that game somehow. And one of the reasons why they won this game is because of Christian Watson. Now, rookie wide receiver Christian Watson, at one point he was injured for like most of the season, couldn't stay healthy. I don't think he was even in training camp at one point either because he just kept getting injured. But like, he's been a godsend, and like he's shown why he should have been picked for the Packers, bro. Which is him being 6'4" tall and having a 4.3 speed, which is honestly that's a cheat code right there for any player, bro. So in that span of like 4 games, I think, like, dude had a total of 8 touchdowns in 4 games, which is an insane rate, bro. Given the fact that like he missed most of the season, and for him to do all that and span 4 games is just incredible and amazing at the same time. Not sustainable, but like, shoot, for him to be 6'4" and have that speed, bro, like it's possible for him to have double-digit touchdowns and over 1,000 yards a season if he stays healthy, bro. It's possible. Also, give credit to the Packers defense. Like, they have been lights out the past few weeks because, like, they've just been taking away the ball like crazy, at crazy rate. Led by great cornerback Jair Alexander, the Packers ranked 5th in takeaways for the whole season. The Packers defense ended up having 12 takeaways in the last 4 games, including a 4 takeaway game against the Minnesota Vikings last week, which the defense just demolished the Vikings like in every way they can, to make them just like useless for the whole game, honestly. So if the Packers defense keeps playing like this, just taking the ball away, just making sure they don't give up big plays and stuff like that, like the defense is gonna be hard to deal with, bro, coming playoff time. Because like truthfully, like I don't trust Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs, but at the same time though, like if you have yourselves a top 10 defense in the playoffs, like they always give you a chance to win in big games. And I don't trust Aaron Rodgers like that, but hey, that's just me. Oh yeah, and shout out to Nixon, the kick returner, as he's been really great for him the last few games, especially getting a kick return touchdown last week against the Vikings, and I just want to give him a quick shout out for that. So coming into Week 18, the Packers actually controlled their own destiny really this week, as they play Sunday night against the Lions in Lambeau Field, and all they have to do is win this week against the Lions, and they're in the playoffs and clinch the 7th seed for the wild card spot. I do think the Lions do have a big chance actually winning against the Packers in Lambeau Field, but like, you don't bet against Aaron Rodgers in Lambeau Field, especially this late in the season in December and January. But I'm actually going to choose the Packers to win this game, but because like the defense has been turning the ball over at extremely high rate, to where like it's just contagious at this point, to where like they will take the ball away from Jared Goff. And honestly, I don't trust Jared Goff either too. So that's just my take on that. You can't talk about the Jacksonville Jaguars without talking about Trevor Lawrence at first, because Trevor Lawrence has been amazing the second half of the season, because like he just stopped turning the ball over and making stupid plays, and he's been throwing the ball with conviction. It's just been amazing these last few games, honestly. And he's playing like a top 10 QB in the league. Like, that's how good he's been playing these past few games. Like, seriously, definitely after the Denver Broncos game in London, like, he's been great. Like, if you go watch his highlights and stuff like that, like, he's making great throws on time, and just been elevating the offense the way it should be. In the past 8 games, Trevor Lawrence has completed 70% of his passes for 2,061 yards, 14 touchdowns, and 2 INTs. And honestly, he's been playing like a great QB, bro. Like that's just how great he's been these last 8 games. Guys like Christian Kirk, Zay Jones, Marvin Jones, and Evan Ingram all have been playing like phenomenal. Like, if they actually catch the ball, like, because sometimes most of them immediately drops, they look like great players. And Trevor Lawrence has been putting the ball to the right spot and where they need to be. And the wide receivers and tight ends are catching the ball. Like, they all been great and been contributing to a high level. And it's really just fun to see the Jacksonville offense just looks fun for the first time in a very long time. Jacksonville Jaguars in general look fun the first time since 2017. That's just a testament of how great and loyal Jacksonville Jaguar fans are. Them playing out of their minds in the last 8 games just been one of the reasons why like the Jacksonville Jaguars are first in the division with the 8-8 record, going against the Tennessee Titans in the Saturday night game in Duval County, bro. And it's gonna be exciting to see that, man, this Saturday. Shout out to the defense too, because like at one point, like early in the season, they were getting takeaways like crazy, and in the middle of the season they wasn't. And then now late in the season, like they're starting to get the takeaways again like they should have. They give a lot more in the passing game, but like finally they switched Darius Williams to the outside corner, and now the defense looks even better. And the run defense just been amazing too. So hopefully like Duval County can actually win this game because they honestly need this a lot more than you think. Just like the Green Bay Packers, the Jacksonville Jaguars actually control their own destiny as they win this game this Saturday against the Tennessee Titans. They end the playoffs, they win the division, they give themselves a home playoff game for the season. Like, that's really what they gotta do just to make the playoffs in the easy way. Of course, I want Jacksonville to win the division as that would be an easy way to make the playoffs, but like, there's actually a good chance that Jacksonville could actually make the wildcard spot if they were to lose to the Tennessee Titans. But they have to have Buffalo to beat New England, the Jets beat Miami, and then Pittsburgh had to lose against Cleveland for them to make the wild card spot. But I would much rather for Jacksonville to win because honestly, there's nothing better than Jacksonville Jaguars beating the Tennessee Titans in a primetime spot. Like, it's nothing better than that. I greatly appreciate y'all watching the video, man. Like, it's finally almost postseason time, and honestly, I'm excited to see what's going to happen, bro. Now, if y'all like the video, man, like, comment, subscribe, and share the video for more videos like this. But this is Naslee27 in the building, about to sign out. Y'all have a great day, and see y'all in the next video.